People always ask me who I wanted to be when I grew up. A star? A leader? A performer? Someone bold enough to take up space? But the truth is, I didn't know how to answer that question. Not because I didn't have dreams, but because somewhere along the way, I stopped believing I deserved them. I used to be this little girl with a big heart, a big personality, and even a bigger light. But as I grew up, life kept dimming it. Every move, every change, every moment I felt like I didn't fit anywhere, chipping away at me. And eventually, I started shrinking myself. This is not about a story about perfection. It's a story about finding myself again, about remembering the girl I used to be and becoming the woman I was always meant to become. I was born in New York on March 22nd, 2006, and from the very beginning, I was that girl. Goofy, dramatic, always performing like the living room was my stage. I had a big heart, a big imagination, and a confidence only a child could carry. The kind that made everyone laugh, watch, and wonder what I'd do next. My childhood was full of brightness, energy, and joy, the kind of start that only a kid who believes anything is possible can have. In 2017, my life shifted again when my mom moved me and my two little brothers to Arizona for a better life. I didn't know it then, but Arizona became the place where I finally had room to grow. A place that pushed me to slow down, look inward, and start figuring out who I was becoming. It was where I learned to build myself from the inside out, where I began discovering the version of me that would eventually step into her own story. Middle school is where the world finally cracked open for me. When I joined Odyssey of the Mind, I stepped into a space filled with creativity, teamwork, and imagination I didn't even know existed. I was building, performing, problem solving, and suddenly I saw what opportunity felt like. Making it to nationals my very first year was wild. Seeing teams from around the world lit a fire in me, it was the moment I realized there's more out there for me, and I belong in those spaces. High school was a world where I stood out before I ever felt like I belonged. Being one of the few black girls in mostly white and Hispanic environment made fitting in feel impossible. But instead of disappearing, I found myself cheering, dance, movement, the places where my voice didn't have to be spoken to be heard. And even in a space where I felt alone, I still made my mark. I showed every black girl who doubted herself that she didn't have to blend in to be accepted. She could stand out and shine. And that's exactly what I did. Then July of 2022 changed everything. Losing my father 2 weeks before junior year shattered something in me I didn't know could break. I walked into that school year carrying a weight no one else could see. Grief forced me to grow up fast, but it also cracked me open in a new way. It made me more aware of how fragile life is, how important purpose is, and how badly I wanted to make him proud with every step I took. Junior year became the rise after the breaking. Joining JAG gave me direction when I felt lost. Public speaking competitions pushed me out of my comfort zone and into a spotlight I didn't realize I was ready for. Winning first place in the state 2 years in a row showed me that I was capable of leadership, positions, community work, new opportunities. JAG became the place where I stepped into my power. It's where I stopped doubting myself and started building a future. By senior year, Howard University wasn't just a dream, it felt like a calling. No one from Tonopah Valley had ever applied or been accepted, and part of me wondered if a girl from my small town could really break that barrier. But I applied early action to the media, journalism, and film program with a concentration in journalism anyway, hoping to chase the newsroom career I wanted. In May of 2024, I graduated high school, the moment that closed one chapter and dared me to step into something bigger. And when that Howard acceptance came, it wasn't just good news, it was history. It was proof that every challenge, every doubt, every step prepared me for exactly where I was meant to be. College didn't hand me an easy path, it handed me the truth. Joining my dorm's dance team after it had been gone for a decade, then helping lead it to a first place win, showed me I was stepping into a new version of myself. Coaching the next legacy taught me how to guide others with the same confidence and was finally building. Little by little, I found my place in my major, told stories, learned the newsroom, and shaped the voice I hope to use one day as a news anchor. Howard stretched me, challenged me, and changed me, but more than anything, it helped me step fully into the woman I've becoming all along. My light was never gone. It was just waiting for me to claim it. And this is only the beginning.